said you're
Yo, salute. Good morning. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. We back. We back in the building, man, on this beautiful morning, man. We here and trying to cut it up. Got a little Knick talk going on. We had a pregame last night. Knicks went in the building in New York City, handled their business. Good game, man. So we decided we're going to get into all that. I got my man CT, the streets of buzzing, my partner in crime in the building with me today, man. So we're going to get into it this morning, man. Good morning, CT. How you doing today, brother?
good morning, everyone. We here. New York, we here.
Yeah, yes, indeed, man. We had a good game last night. Knicks went in there and handled their business in the world's most famous arena. So we're going to get into all that. A salute to my man Pudge Nice in the building this morning, man. Let's go, man. We ready. But yeah, man, season started last night, preseason. Knicks played the Indiana Pacers at the world's most famous arena last night in the Mecca. What a good game they had, man. They was in there getting busy last night, man. Really good game. I like what I seen last night. The way the team was playing. So I was excited for the first game. A little rust here and there in the first quarter, few minutes. But Kemba looked good. Everybody looked good. Fournier looked good. The whole starting fly, the second unit, some of the rookies that had to play quite a few minutes yesterday with Jericho Sims looked decent. So they had a good thing last night, man. I was excited about that last night, man. Really, really looking good. Salute to my brother Tim Smith already. My brother, salute to you this morning, man. We really had a good game last night. CT and I was excited. We got basketball, got the energy back in the air. But first and foremost, salute to everybody. Hope everybody doing well this morning. About to get on your grind, go to work, go to school, wherever you're going to be going, man. Whatever endeavor you're going to take yourself to today, man. Just be safe out there. Enjoy the moment. COVID-19 still out there. You already know my motto, man. Just be safe, mask up, wash your hands, keep it distant if you can, and let's get ready to get a popper. The season is here, man. So what a game last night, 25, almost like a 20-some point win last night, 125, 104, some of that nature. So CT, I was really looked good last night, man.
Hey, we looked the goods. Hey, kicking off the season with a dub. Perfect start. Yeah, we're undefeated. Let's keep it that way.
Yes, indeed, man. It was a little different than I thought. I thought they were gonna get in there and let the rookies play a little bit, but I guess Tom Thibodeau stayed true to form. He just was like, I'm going to do like I normally do in the regular season, get these guys ready for the regular season, and get them in shape, get them in game shape, and keep my same type of rotation that I would do in the regular season. He did. He came in, he played them the starters, the minutes they supposed to play them. He substituted the second unit the way he's supposed to did, and he came out pretty well with that. Peace to the God, Allah wise. Good morning, Allah God. Peace to you, my brother. Knowledge. And it was it was real good to see, man. I liked that team where they played last night. That three ball, like we said, man, that thing is special, man. In New York City, they gonna be dropping them things, man. I'm like, it was like 3-point bombs all over the place, but they did them in the right moment. They took the shot where they supposed to the right way, and they didn't hesitate, man. And they took the good shots, and they looked good penetrating and everybody, man. Salute to my brother BX Sports Jedi. Salute BX. Salute to you, my brother. Good morning, man. I know you out there on your grind, man. We'll see you soon. Appreciate you checking us in. That's my partner in crime right there as well, man. He's part of the big trio down here. So we're gonna get it popping as well when he get ready to get in the regular season. And I'm gonna let CT break down some we go over some scorecard and all that good stuff, man, and see what's popping with that. And here we go right here, man. RJ Barrett has seven field goals, 28 minutes, 14 field goal attempts. He ended up with 17 points. That was good. 1 steal, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. So he had a good day. Julius Randle had 29 minutes. He capped off with 7 field goals. I mean, Julius Randle wasn't playing, man. He had 20 points, 2 two steals, 2 assists, 9 rebounds. He did his thing. Todd Gibson had a good game as well. He played well, 21 minutes, 6 field goal made out of 9, shot 66% from the floor. That was pretty awesome right there. 14 points, 1 steal, 3 assists, 6 rebounds. The savvy veteran came in there and backed us up and did a great job, man. And salute the man, Charles, this morning. Salute to you, my brother. Good morning. Good morning. So he did a good job this morning as well. I mean, Evan Fournier had 26 minutes, 3 of 8 shooting, 12 points, 1 turnover wasn't bad, 1 assist, 4 rebounds from that guard spot. That was good as well for a game like that, to give us the rebound. Kemba Walker, 21 minutes, 5 out of 10 field goals, 12 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. That was good for the point guard position, getting them 3 rebounds. So that was good. Derrick Rose, 21 minutes, 2 attempts, 2 field goals out of 10 attempts. He wound up with 8 points, 1 steal, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. That's what I'm talking about. That the point guard contributing off to that rebounding situation. That's real good. Alex Burks, 18 minutes, 2 or 3 field goals, shot 66%, 8 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. Good for him. Jericho Sims, 24 minutes, 3 field goals out of 3 field goals out of 4 attempts, shot 75%, 8 points, had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 6 rebounds. I'm sorry. The Obi Toppin had a good game, 14 minutes only, 4 field goals out of 10 attempts, 10 points, 5 rebounds. He was doing his thing too, man. Emmanuel quickly had a good game, 21 minutes, 4 out of 10, 40%, 10 points, 7 assists. So he had the 6 rebounds. He did good for the guard spot. And everybody else got in, Kevin Knox, and they clean up and everything. So that was overall was good for them. Mitchell Robinson, obviously Noel didn't play. So, we had to take that for what it is. But they still looked good, though. I like the way the CT, I like the way the chemistry, the Kamari was last night. They really, really had a good thing going last night, man. I was excited about that for what I seen.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Facts. Got to be happy with the way the big four, carry themselves. I think you got to be happy with the way Kemba started, Fournier started, and then Barrett and Randall just held us down the whole game. They were on point. First half, starters v starters, 5v5. Yeah, we were up about 10 or 12. After that, it was, a blowout in the second half. Our starters stayed in a bit more in the third, pulled away and just put the beat down on Indy. You got to be happy with the way we started. There's talk that, Thibodeau wanted to give the vets a longer look just to prepare 4 games only in the preseason. We're 14 days away from opening night. You can't argue with that. Didn't play them a lot of minutes, but maybe could have played them slightly less. But I'm good with that. Get the rust out. It's been a while. Julius, 29 minutes. Barrett, incredibly efficient night. Love to see this continue.
Yeah, absolutely. For a first game to play against the other team's competition, normally you scrimmage against your own guys all training camp, to go in there against the NBA competition on the opposite opposing team and play the way they did. You had to be excited about that, man. I really think that was good to go. The ball movement was real good, man. Let me throw you up there. A big difference, BX. The ball movement was real well. They shared the ball a lot. I mean, they was really, really dropping some dimes. I mean, Kemba Walker was dropping some dimes last night. I'm like, man, oh my goodness. So Julius Randle moved the ball well. Him and Fournier and RJ Barrett. It was no unselfishness whatsoever there, man. Everybody was sharing the ball, and it was real good. Salute my man, Shy Power. Salute my brother. Good morning to you, man. I hope you're ready to get out here, get on your grind as well. Be safe out there, man. But overall, it was good, man. It really was. I cannot be more happy with what I seen last night. And it just seemed like it's going to be the best of what's yet to come, man. And IQ, CT, he was moving that ball real good yesterday. He showed what he was working on with his point guard game. He was throwing some nice passes to them guys. I mean, I like the way he keep his dribble. He always did that pretty well last year, but he got in the lane, kept his dribble, and if he didn't have none, he'd pull it back out and try it again. So I was happy about the way he carried himself at the point guard spot when they needed him. So I think the versatility at the point guard spot for New York is going to be pretty big this year. I'm pretty happy with the way that went down. They really got it going on there. Kemba Walker and Derrick Rose, they're going to play off each other real well. So that was good to see yesterday.
Yeah, of course. Nerlens Noel, like we said in the pre-game, was held out as a precaution. More so a bit of a rest, and Jericho and Taj held themselves real well. Salute Shah, salute Chat, BX, Manchild, fam, Allah Wise, salute fam. A great performance last night. Good little preview. What's to come. The offense looked really good. It flowed well. The defense was there. There was some lackadaisical moments from Sims, who's a rook trying to acclimate. There was some butterflies from the rooks that in the fourth quarter, but overall, the New York Knicks, it's like they never left. That's the feeling I got, Divine, that they picked up where they left off last season. Before the Atlanta series, obviously, the defense was there. They were hustling, harassing, making it frustrating for Indy, and the fact that it's starters v starters in the first half, they pulled away. Yeah, you can't just say it was garbage time, because the first half was legit their starters versus ours.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Manchild, I agree with you 100%, Manchild. If they stay healthy this season, they're gonna make a lot of noise, man. And that's real talk there. Them cats played some basketball yesterday. I mean, and it was just for a preseason game. It was nice to see, man. And Tibbs, he come out the door with the same demeanor. He intense from the door. I'm like, this guy ain't playing. He's like, yo, I think he'll get at Jericho Sims. I'm like, oh, Jericho, welcome to the NBA, dude. This brother. But it was good to see. I was excited that Tibbs was in regular season form, and like I said, a little rust here and there. Salute to Worldwide Lawrence. Good morning, my brother. I know you're down in the ATL getting ready to get on your grind. Salute to you, man. We got For the Love of the Game in the morning. Just checked in with the show, man. Salute to you, Worldwide. Thank you, my brother. But overall, it was it's what I expected. I thought that 3-point stuff, that 3-point shooting was going to be pretty phenomenal this year. I was like, man, if they could stay healthy, like Manchild said, and really, really just let this thing take its course, I think the Knicks gonna be a problem, bro. And like I said, that's without our starting and backup center. So that I think the defense was gonna be even better. You know what I mean? When them two do get back. So I think that all around team defense is gonna be pretty impressive. I'm not too concerned with that whatsoever. And I just think it's gonna be fun in New York, man, this year to watch the Knicks play basketball at the world's most famous arena, or even on the road. I think it's gonna be a nice look for us this year, man. So I'm super excited about how they gonna get down there, man. And I'm just super excited for sure. And like I said, let's speaking of Tiz, like I said, Tiz not playing around. He wants to win. He's like, listen, I'm trying to get this thing right. Tiz is not playing, man. Yeah, there you go. Worldwide West, where the good segue. He was coaching like it was a playoff game. Absolutely, he was not playing, bro. I was like, yo, he real talk, man. Tiz is the real deal, man. He like you get what you get with him constantly all the time. Ain't no changing. He is who he is, and he was doing his thing, man. So salute to Tiz for, like Worldwide said, establishing that culture, man. And he sticks to his guns. You know what I mean? And Manchild, that's I'm gonna roll into that segment later, man. I got the Obi Toppin and Manuel quickly. I just thought that was so impressive the way they did. But yeah, Tibbs, he stick to the game plan, do what he do. He didn't deviate from what he do. He just stays there and make sure he get them guys prep, got them locked in. Kemba, man, listen, what a night and day from Alpha Payton. No pun intended, but what a night and day. I mean, just to have that cat in the starting unit, CT, have him in that starting unit and contribute like that off the door. That's what it do, man. And what do you think about that? Kemba looked pretty good last night.
Facts. He looked like the Kemba we know. The Kemba we brought in, he was on his game. He was on point, and step backs. He was hitting the mid range, coming off the pick. I loved it. An efficient 12 points. 3 rebounds. I think 4 assists. That was excellent in the time that he had. I think he was on track for. If we want to compare, if he played the full game, he was probably on track for 20 and 6 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes, indeed.
Can't complain with that. We're not used to that at the point.
Yeah, exactly. But no further ado, let me bring in the other part of the team, man. We got my man KJW in the building. KJ, good morning, my brother. Salute. Yo, Delano, salute, Mr. Steele, salute, my brother. Thanks for chiming in this morning. We got Delano in the building, my brother, in here, man. Salute to you, my brother. KJ, what's good, man? Could you hear me? I think KJ can't hear me. Might having some technical difficulty. Maybe we get back at him as soon as we get it together. Yeah. But it was a good game, good performance overall. It really was. It was really good overall performance. I like what I seen out there. I like the chemistry, the camaraderie, the way they were sharing that basketball. But they gonna be deadly from 3-point line, man. Them cats, once they watch where they get the season get full in effect, and they got a good rhythm. Julius he looked good. I like what I seen, minus the two big men that we didn't have yesterday. We still was able to be efficient as we can. So I think it's gonna be special with the way they're getting down, man, in New York City. I'm excited about that, man, for sure.
Putting the ball in the hole won't be a problem this season, ladies and gentlemen. Not at all. That's going to be our strength, I think we'll be probably a top 8 offense. I can see us, the way we shoot the ball, share it, find the open look. It's beautiful. Did you see the difference Evan Fournier made with putting the ball on the deck?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I mean. That's the difference between him and Reggie Bullock, and that's why he get the money he get. And that's the reason why Reggie Bullock get the money he get. Evan Fournier is a difference maker. And ACT, what I love about him, he's a tough dude, man. He aggressive. He go hard, bro. When he get in that lane, it seems like he's like another point guard out there to me. He called us havoc out there, man. I like what I see from Evan Fournier.
Yeah, that
Obi Toppin, that spin move was nice. We're gonna get into Obi in the next segment, but that was nice though for sure. A lot of wise, quick lead the team in assists. Yeah, he did, man. Quick looked good as well, man. And we just gonna lead into that segue as well. He looked real good. But Tiz wasn't playing last night. It looked good up in there, man. I was excited about the way they did the thing yesterday, man. So we gonna be in for a pretty good year this year, man. But let's just get in real quick and move into the Obi thing. Obi and IQ improvements. Real talk, man. Let me bring my man back in. Hopefully he's good to go. We got my man KJW in the building. Good morning, my brother. Salute.
Salute, fellas. I know you guys are smiling ear to ear. Salute to the chat too. I apologize, chat. I know you guys are smiling ear to ear, and I'm pretty sure you covered most of the bases. But let me tell you something, fellas. Most of the things that we discussed on these two podcasts and Knicks Real Talk and the Streets is Buzzing has came to fruition for one day. And let me tell you something. The stat line of the Knicks at the half, they shot 17 3-pointers, right? They made 6 of them. They scored 67 points at the half from 17 from 3-point shooting. Fellas, I'm here to tell you, if this team is going to shoot like that and score that many points, can you only imagine when they make at least half of those shots?
When they get their groove.
It's going to be and that's without Mitch and Noel.
Facts.
So I was happy with what I seen. I was really impressed by Obi Toppin. I felt that he worked on his game a lot. You could see it in his game that he worked on so many different aspects of his game that is only up from here for him. Other than that, Kemba was phenomenal. It just goes to show you what a true point guard can do for this team, and that we lacked for so long. Other than that, everybody looked good. Now, of course, we wanted to see Grimes and McBride and Bacon. We got to see some of them later on in the game, but I think as the preseason games go along, we will see more of them. I always call it like a tune-up for your car. Tibbs wants to tune these guys up, and I know some people were on Twitter talking like, why is he playing these guys? You know what? I like it. because these guys are ready to go for the new year. They're tuning up. They're getting familiar with each other again. So that's my take I have on it, fellas. But I was excited about this game and what I seen as a Knicks fan.
Yeah. Real quick, salute to Nigel. Good morning, my brother. Good morning, Nigel. Delano, salute to the chat. Allah Wise, Shaw Powell, everybody up here. Tim Smith, all y'all, man. Good morning. Knicks Real Talk, man. We back in the morning. You already know, man, how we do it. Time to ride and shine, get on your grind, man. Get your coffee, your cup of tea, and your nourishment, whatever you need to fuel your body, man. Get out there and get it popping, man. You know, but we back here, man. We in the morning show. It's back in the business now, man. But yeah, man. Overall, it was great, man. To me, and the Obi Toppin, man, like, he looked like Dayton Obi out there. Like I said, from Summer League, I knew it was gonna carry over. If he would have had, if he would have had a Summer League like this last year, or all season, I meant to say, excuse me, him and Quickly was able to have a Summer League last year and had a training camp like this last year. You might have seen some of this last year, but man, that boy looked good, man. All both of them. If them cats come play like this the rest of the year, the Knicks gonna be a problem. If Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quickly do what they did, it's gonna be a problem in New York City, brother. I can tell you that right now. I mean, them cats that just added to the. And Alex Burks looked good. He was stroking it from the 3-point line. He looked good. I like what I seen out there. Quickly was playing a point guard situation real well last night, man. It was just so nice to see, man. It was real nice to see. He was handling that ball pretty good, man. Distributing when he had to, making some nice looks, some nice dimes he was dropping off there. So overall, I just think it was a real good performance for them, man. And, you know, you're gonna have a little rust here or there, but you know, RJ looked good. I mean, he looked real good, man. That brother was shooting the ball, that mid-range 3-point shot, driving to the basket. Yeah, and like shots at 50 points from the second unit. Oh man, what? So yeah, man, it's Deion said, only problem I have with IQ shot selection, some of the shots were erratic. Yeah, I agree, man. Hopefully Dinano he calmed it down. And you know, I don't know if it's the hypeness, the energy from the just wanting to play. Let's hope that he get that under control, Delano, and he'd be all right. But other than that, man, they looked good, and I just think the best is yet to come for these guys. And something I did notice yesterday after the game was over, I was on Bleacher Report, and my man McBride and Grimes is in the gym after the game shooting. I'm like, that don't tell you what the culture of that thing is down there, and they'd never tell you. So I was like, yo, that's what I mean. They know my man McBride missed his 2 jump shots. The cat went in there after the game, got in the gym. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's so impressive about this whole thing, is that these cats is locked in New York City, man. The New York City Gritty Committee is locked in, and when we get our 2 anchors back in that backcourt, man, and I mean not in the front court, Noel and Robinson, it's gonna be a problem in New York City. It's gonna be a problem. That's real talk. They going. So I'm looking forward to CT. I'm really looking forward to what's going on. I think Obi Toppin and Quickly really looked good, and I think the best is yet to come for them young men.
Yeah, fellas, chat. We are locked and loaded. You know, we are ready to roll. We're looking like a team that's going to be ready opening night. You know, that's part of what Tibbs' strategy is in this preseason. You know, playing dudes 3 quarters, get them acclimated, and don't forget, ladies and gents, that Indiana is the most difficult opponent this preseason. So imagine what we're going to do to Washington and Detroit. You know, it's going to be beat down city for real. Yeah,
and also Detroit with no Cade Cunningham. I believe he's out too, as well. But you know, the biggest thing I take away from this game, Indiana had Turner and Sabonis starting against that starting five that we had, and we talked about this, how the Knicks could go that small ball and still defeat you the way they did. Now, Miles Turner is 6'11", and Sabonis is 6'11", to my understanding. Gibson is only 6'9", and also Randall's only 6'9", right? And they're saying Sims is 6'9", but Sims is like a big 6'9". To me, he's like 6'10", 6'11". But they straight down. They can, and Julius Randle's defense was something to watch. You know, so what teams say the Knicks can go small ball and still beat you, that's scary. Without Noel and Mitch down there. I mean, I know it's only preseason, but man, let me tell you, they can compete with anybody. Hey, CT and Devon, I'm pretty sure we got to check Australia's numbers and Vegas numbers because the win totals might go up now.
Yeah, I checked. It's still 41.
Oh my goodness.
I'm watching it closely, fellas, because we keep this up. We blitz the preseason. It might change a game or two, but I don't think it's going to change a lot. The disrespect is real. They don't watch the Knicks, to Divine's point. Yeah. How many of these GMs in the GM survey watch Obi Toppin, Deuce McBride in the Summer League? They don't, They care about select few teams. But I'm happy with it. Like Divine says, it's fuel for the fire, right? We're not a team that deserves all these flowers thrown at us. We lost in the first round. Let's keep that slight on us. Let's keep that chip, and then that'll be motivation to go one further. Every time the New York Knicks start to feel themselves, we start to get a little bit complacent, like we did against Boston and Charlotte towards the end of the season. Now it's time to be coached up like Tibbs. We've got the perfect coach for New York. I couldn't say it any more. I think Tibbs is the right guy here. He's going to get the most out of each player in New York City. Now that New York's opened up, clubs, restaurants, nightlife, all of that. We've got everyone in the gym right now. That's the culture we've built.
Yo, Slew KJ going to get us grind. KJ, you want to get a couple of words in before you get out of here, man? Because I know you got to get out of here.
Yeah. Like always, the chat, CT and Divine, Knicks Real Talk, Streets is buzzing. We are a force. Almost like the Wu-Tang Clan. We came together as one. Shout out to everybody that's on their Knick grind. But we're here. We're going to keep giving you content from the morning to the afternoon to night. We got so many plans for you. I don't want to disclose everything we have for the chat, but let me tell you, just please like and subscribe to these channels. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we are here, and we're going to bring you nothing but positive energy all season long. And let's go, fellas. We can get that #1 seed. And KJW is signing out, fellas. I'll see y'all later. Have a blessed day, and may the Knicks be with you. See y'all, chat.
Salute, KJ.
Salute. Catch you on the next one.
Yep, yeah, man. Real talk, man. The starters, CT played 3.5 quarters. Like I said, I think Tibbs is in win now mode. He want to keep this team in win now mode. He don't want them to even get lackadaisical about anything. He want to keep them cats in win now mode, and let's keep doing this thing, man. And keep fighting. And I don't have no problem with that, man. That's why they get paid the bucks. He know that team better than we do. And he got us to 41 wins last year by doing the same thing he's doing. And I really believe that Tibbs got this thing. He got it under control, man. He like I said, he was in full beast mode last night. He was like, Sims made a couple of errors on defense. He was like, yo, what in the world you doing? But that's what he do, and they respect that. You know what I mean? And I'm glad to see that they buying into the culture, and they don't take it personal. They know that with the coach. I mean, after the game, the coach probably showed them so much love, like they say, it's ridiculous. But RJ said something interesting speaking about that GM survey. RJ said he like, listen, we tired of being disrespected. You know what I mean? He's like, we tired of being disrespected. He said, I still got a chip on my shoulder from not being on the rookie team last year. The year he was there. So in his rookie year, so they still carry them chips, but they don't pay attention to it. He said they don't pay attention to it like they watching the media. But he said he know it's out there. He said just add fuel to the fire. But he but yeah, he played them guys the way they had to, and like I said, they all looked good, man. They really did. They really looked good last night. I'm excited about the season coming ahead. I know we all are as fans. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. Run them up with the thumbs up and all that good stuff. And support these channels, man. We're going to keep bringing the fire, man, every day in each and every way. And, but it was good, man. It was good to see. We finally got some Knicks basketball back in the house, so we kind of can game plan the rest of our fall and winter now. And we know what we're doing for the next 6 months. And that might be longer than that. We go deep in the playoffs. So we kind of looking forward to the season, man. But if there's any indication of what they did last night, it's going to be crazy in New York City. The New York City Gritty Committee is in the building. And New York gonna be on fire with these guys, man. I'm excited about that, man. But he did stick to his guns, man. I like the way he did too. He didn't even he played Kemba Walker enough, and then he said he let him chill. You know what I mean? He really did.
Yeah.
He really let him chill.
Yeah, perfect. He played it perfect, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, you know, ladies and gents, 125 points in our first hit out. You know, let that sink in. So what that means is to me is that they're, you know, at their most vulnerable state in the first game, they're able to light you up. So imagine what's going to happen when they get rhythm. They feel each other out. The momentum, it's going to snowball. We're going to be putting up. There might be some games we put up 135 divide.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? It was interesting to me. The Brooklyn Nets got the star power names, but we could score just as good as they can too. That's what's interesting. They got individual great talent. Don't get me wrong, but team collectively, and we could drop the 130 just like they can. With the, you know, and that's what's so impressive to me. I was like, wow, you know, it's like the Knicks could go in there and drop. They'd be on fire one night. They could throw up 130 at any time, bro. And like I said, that was Sabonis and Miles Turner and Malcolm Brogdon, and three of their primary guys was there. You know what I mean? And we played them cats well. So I could imagine with Noel and Mitch, man. I just think that you got a good thing brewing in New York City, man. And you know, and they represent what that city's all about. The subway riding, taxi cab driving, grind it out, get in there. I don't know you, you don't know me. If I walk down the street, I don't know you, I ain't talking to you. And they represent that on the basketball court. They just hustle, bustle, grinding, you know, going hard, man. And man, when we get our horses back in the front line, I can't wait to this thing. So I do think by the time the regular season get here, ladies and gents, we should be ready to go into the regular season and get it popping. I mean, for sure, and I'm looking forward to it. But he did the right thing. I thought that he had to play the stars to get that continuity and chemistry. He did that real well. He played them, and he said, "I'm gonna do my regular rotation. I'm not gonna change anything." But that, you know what's good about that, CT? It don't give nobody false hopes or less or overhype. This is what I'm gonna do. You guys gonna have to earn what you earn. You rookies gonna have to just wait your turn. You know what I mean? And that's just what he do. You know what I mean? But they will play. So eventually. But I think it's going to be a lot of nights where we get blowouts and them cats will get in the game and just play. So, you know, I'm happy to see what they did there, man. But that was a good win for us. Good win, good overall performance. Likewise, I told y'all we averaged at least 117 on defense, 106. Likewise, that the case, man. We good. We good, my brother. Way to use the mathematics, brother. That's real talk. Yeah, we good, man. For sure.
He's straight. Yeah, it's about setting the tone.
Mm-hmm.
It's about setting the tone, right? And like you said, to Tibbs' point, he doesn't want to just reward a rook with minutes in the first game. You know, lots of minutes, unless he has to. You know, let the vets come in, do their thing for the first game. You know, let's see as the games go along. Maybe they'll give them more minutes towards the end, but you know they're not going to get a whole heap of minutes to start the season anyway. You know, our rotation set. It's a set 10-man rotation right now from last season. Tibbs is out to win. He wants to push this thing. He wants to push it like last season didn't finish. Basically, pretend the Atlanta series never happened. He wants to run the same bench starting five, and you know, with the new pieces all together. He wants to push for all 82 games, and maybe try and win 55 games if possible. You know, break some records. I think. You saw the way the man, to your point, the way he was coaching up Jericho Sims, you know, that tells me he wants the man to get better, you know, wants to correct his mistakes on the court. You know, he's coaching him up, getting ready for when the real games start, you know, making sure that doesn't happen, cleaning those things up. And I think that's great. You know, it's going to push the man, make him want to be better, Divine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I could see all that, man. He's a good, you know, he's one of the better player developer guys around there. People, there are a lot of people who didn't follow Tibbs over the years for us day in and day out. But he really detail oriented. He really gets in the guy. He wanted the best out of them guys. He really did. He Pudge night. He did look solid, man. But them springs is something, bro. Good God, and he's strong down there. You know, he's strong. Jericho Sims is strong down there, man. So Yeah. Hey, KJ, thanks for giving me my props. Devon, I forgot to mention you won the first score prediction. I said 115. I believe CT said 105, and you said 122 that we would put up in the first preseason game. Yeah, man. I thank you, my brother, for giving me some props on that. But yeah, I just think that, you know what, if you look at it from a basketball standpoint, you know, the way them cats could score that ball is crazy, man. The way they could score the ball is like, who you gonna double team? They even thought they couldn't even figure that out last night. You know what I mean? And so I'm excited about what I seen last night. For first and foremost, and you know, the best is yet to come. You know, the best is yet to come, and I do believe the key part of it is gonna be this right here. The 3-point shooting looked good last night. It looked good. Them cats, and they can launch it with the best of them, and they not even in rhythm yet. You know what I mean? Man, by the time they get in the rhythm and Fournier get comfortable in the Madison Square Garden on a daily basis, them cats, they just basketball players, and that's what's so great about it. They basketball players. They know how to play the game, and even Todd looked at. Oh my God, Todd popped. He's hitting his 3-point shot last night. I was like, okay. Yeah, Todd was hitting net. He that's what's scary, CT. He's literally the third center on that team. The third center, and coming in and play a role like that while the other two centers are down for the game anyway. And what's good about it, we got almost 3 or 4 days off to get back at it again. So, you know, that gives Mitch 3 more days to heal. You know what I mean? It gives Mitch 3 more days to heal. It gives Noel time to heal. And anybody else who might have a little injury here or there that's not severe, but you always get aches and pains in basketball when you're playing that hard. But for the first and foremost, I just think it was really good to see that 3-point shooting, man. Like I said, Fournier and RJ and Kimba. I told you Kimba gonna shoot better in the Garden, CT, and he that one he hit almost like I think it was going into the third quarter. Something was deep too. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a problem. Yes, sir. You know, Nick 100, salute my brother. Good morning to you, Nick 100 in the building. Nick 100, the GM is in the building. Yeah. I didn't see Bacon and I didn't get right. You're right. I guess he like. We'll see how that go, man. But I do think you're gonna have some roster cuts, so we got to see how this thing gonna go. But I do think by cutting Valdoza, we get into that later. That money gonna be available in the trade-out market and the buyout market. Keep it to the buyout if you ain't gonna keep the players you got there. So we do got to get down to 4 more players, and you know, we'll see how that go. See how that goes. But overall, the 3-point shooting was a must, and it looked real good yesterday.
Yeah, I was not surprised because I think that was going to be something that was going to carry in Divine from last season. Mm-hmm. The shooting, you know, it wasn't a fluke to what some people say. They legit worked on their craft, got better at it. You know, Julius was in the gym all summer to learn how to shoot that percentage. RJ's been working hard with his shooting coach, Drew Hanlon, and I think the fact that we brought in more cats offensively that can command more attention, it's just going to give them cleaner looks, right? Mm. Having Fournier and Kemba at you know, instead of Peyton and Reggie, you know, they're going to get clean looks. And I think, we even saw Deuce and that look a little bit off. You know, he'll find his rhythm. You know, so I think everyone's going to end up popping the 3 this season. You know, everyone except maybe Mitch, but even him and Noel might let one fly.
Mm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think we get the percentage up as the season go along. Like I said, the first game coming out of the gate, you probably a little rusty here and there. You could tell because some of them cats are shooting adrenaline too, because some of them wasn't even hitting the rim on both teams, on both sides. Some of them 3-point shots was hitting nothing but the floor. It wasn't even hitting the rim. So I was like, yeah, they just got to get the rust off of them and everything like that. But for the most part, they was doing it. They was really doing it, and they was shooting it real well. RJ's stroke looks good. What I like about Tim Smith, D Rose looked good. He looked good, man. He had the energy and everything like that. He didn't score a lot, but he had the energy and everything. He had some good passing there. He done both well. He looked real good. Him and Kimba. They didn't show too many signs of any nagging or worry about before the injury. D Rose was going full throttle. You know what I mean? So I don't think we got to be too much concerned about that. But I think overall, man, I just think that they looked good in there last night in New York. And like I said, you know, it's only one game. It's preseason. But if they're gonna play the way they're playing and shoot that 3 ball like that and get consistent with it as the season go on, the Knicks can go up against anybody if they could do that. You know what I mean? So I'm really good to see that, man. That is something scary to watch in New York.
Yeah. We've got the best 10-man rotation in the league, I think. It's just from 1 to 10, guys can get it done. And that's, of course, each day it's changing because Obi's ascending by the day. RJ Barrett's getting better every single day. Quickly's getting better. That's what's scary, Divine Chat. This team, it's not even scratching the surface yet. What we're seeing is just a team that has potential, big potential, but they can also achieve even more if they continue to ascend and work better, work hard, follow the coaching plan, stick to the game plan. We got some smart young coaches with Johnny Bryant, great developmental coaches as well. Let's give some of them some flowers. We always talk about Tibbs. Let's talk about Kenny Payne. Let's talk about Johnny Bryant, Dos Yoshimoto, all the rest of the crew.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they really well coached down in New York City, man. They really well coached, and I do think the best is yet to come for these guys. So I'm anticipating them really doing their thing this year, and for sure. And I just think the best is yet to come. Excuse me, CT. I didn't mean to do that. And we can go over some highlights right quick of the game. Let me share the screen, guys, that we can go in and check out some of the highlights from last night.
Yeah, just before you do,
okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna get some sleep, and then be back at it.
Yes,
be back
indeed.
at it tomorrow. But want to say appreciate you for having me on. As always, doing this thing with you and KJ, BX Sports Jedi. Salute to you all. Great platform. Let's keep doing it. Chat. Appreciate you holding us down, holding Divine down, bringing the energy, bringing the knowledge. Let's keep that energy all season long. We're here. First preseason game out the way. The rust is gone. Let's get ready, locked and loaded, ready for game 2. Back on Saturday. We'll be back at it again. Like Divine said, Knicks Real Talk. Hit them likes, subscribe. We're bringing the content thick and fast. And yeah, the chat's where it's at. Appreciate you all. Salute.
Salute, my brother. CT, the streets are buzzing. Y'all already know, man. Y'all go down there and represent. The brother, man. We the new dream team up in this piece. We gonna get it popping. But yeah, man. Let's go with like I said, we get into some highlights from last night, and just watch a little, see how they got down last night. They looked pretty good last night.
Sports fans, gear up at NBAstore.com with officially licensed fan gear for every team and all the players you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Well, that puts the Knicks up by 6.
But that time shooting with a lot of confidence, not hesitating. Devastating. Randall with the steal.
Brogdon tries to take it away, but Randall able to hold on.
Exuding a lot of confidence in this game.
Brissett misses. Remember last year, Clyde, when Topo would get the ball, he releases down the other end, throws it down.
IQ head up, eyes wide open. Pretty good efficient.
Years ago, that was considered a bad shot what Brogdon took, but today's NBA, if you're wide open from 3, like Kemba Walker was, you knock it down.
Frenzy. You see Walker, most of his action has come inside of the arc. This time tantalizing the net.
Obi Toppin has moved ahead of him in the rotation last year and perhaps to start this year. Final seconds, Randall gets the jumper off and knocks it down as the buzzer sounds. He thought he got fouled too, but he'll take the 2 point.
Randall finishing with the flurry, previously the quantum leap with the tip in. This time tantalizing, mesmerized. Pacers with their second unit out there now starting.
Fournier, the Knicks' leading scorer, gets it into Gibson. And nice layup and the foul.
The creativity. Breaking down the defense, making guys around him better. Gibson the recipient this time.
Toppin again showing that ball handling, the spin, the layup. Oh, that's a sweet move.
He's 6'9", gyrating, devastating off the glass. So nice was short twice.
Terry Taylor, nice follow there, the rookie from Austin Peay. Quickly throws it up, and Simmons throws it down. Sims, excuse me.
Yeah. Salute everybody, man. That's just a little highlights, man, from the game last night. They're looking pretty good out there in New York, man. I'm excited, man. I really am. I truly like what I'm seeing out there for the first game. And like I said, it's just the first game only, you know what I mean? So we can only imagine what it's going to be like, what it's going to be like for the rest of the season, man. Once these cats get in sync, get in cohesion, get together and get more practice in and get more continuity and timing down and all that good stuff. I just it's going to be a beautiful thing to watch in New York City, man. So we looking forward to that. And we just got to keep grinding, keep holding it down. And the Knicks is back, maybe Knicks is back, and we just gonna keep doing it, man. But overall, I was impressed, man. Wasn't too shocking to me because I kind of, like I said, I've been talking about it for a minute. I just think that adding Fournier and Kemba Walker to this team, it's just gonna take it to another level with their playmaking ability, with their shooting ability, to be able to create for themselves and create for others, and keep the defense honest. I just think that's gonna bode well for this team, man. And when we get Mitchell Robinson and Noel back, it's going to be pretty tough to play this team, man, especially in Madison Square Garden. Like I said, we got to go in there and protect that home court and don't let nobody come in our house and steal nothing. You ain't coming to Madison Square Garden and steal anything. You know what I mean? We got that defense. We got going to give us some security in that building, man. And I just think that's what we got to do. We got to keep prospering step by step until we get to where we need to be, man. But we almost there, man. That's going to be a fun season from a 3-point shooting perspective. I just really think this team going to sit down there and that they're going to be dropping on any given night. The Knicks will throw up 20 or 33s and make them. Derrick Rose said between 37 and 40 attempts. If you're knocking down almost half of them or 40% of them, you're going to be in the 120 a lot of nights, especially if you're playing against teams who don't got good defenses. You know what I mean? I agree, Pud. When we need our centers back, when they get back, it's going to be really interesting in New York, man. So I'm excited about what I've seen so far. We got to keep this thing going, man. And New York is here. We back. The Knicks is in the building, and we're going to keep this thing rolling. And like I said, that's good. The starting unit, they looked good. The starting unit looked good last night. For the most part, they looked real good. They still trying to gel, but they real unselfish group of ball players, and that's one thing I got to commend the Knicks organization for putting this together. They put together a real group of unselfish ball players. You know what I mean? They let it when they got the open man, Julius Randle creating with that ball, Kemba creating with that ball, RJ creating with the ball, Fournier. They're gonna have looks all over the place. You know what I mean? Because they all move pretty good too. So that was good to see. I was happy with the starting unit. I was happy with RJ and RJ's his mid-range game looked good. His 3-point shot looked real good. Yeah, you're right, man. Child, don't need to rush any of them back. Let them take their time. It's preseason, but I think going into this regular season, I think we're gonna be ready to go. If everything stayed the way we've seen it last night, he should be ready to go. But yeah, I like RJ's game, man. I always did, but I think he improved even over this year. He's gonna get much better from what I see, and he's gonna be able to take on that challenge. And after my man gave him a couple of buckets, then he got up in his grill, then they got hit with an elbow. But he's like, nah, I'm gonna have to get up on you because you done got a couple of shots off, and I ain't having that. RJ got right up in his grill. And, he took an offense foul. Kemba taking them charges, like I said, in the other stream, he one of the best charging guys in the league, second behind Kyle Lowry and taking charges. He's there, man. Fournier played aggressive defense yesterday. So our defense it's got to just gel and get a little bit more cohesion. But I think I'm not too mad at it. I don't think we're gonna take a step back like that. I just think that we're gonna have to play the gritty committee, gonna have to play a little bit more together. Team defense, and I just think that's what we got to do to get this thing where it need to go. But, other than that, the starting unit looked good. I was impressed. I'm really good. I can't wait till Saturday. We got like 3 or 4 days off, but I give them enough time to go back in the gym and work on what they seen last night. And that's good. They had them 2 days or 3 days off. 3 days off. They had them the 3 days off and or 4 days off to be able to get some more practice before your next preseason game against Washington down there in the nation's capital. I think that's going to be good because they get to work on a couple of things that correct that they did probably mess up on last night or build on what they did last night. So that's really good to have that one game and then like 3 days off to get some rest and go back at it again. So we got to stay encouraged in New York City. I think it's going to be fine, man. I think the Knicks going to keep us buzzing this year. The street's gonna be buzzing, man. That's real talk, man. And the New York City Gritty Committee is back. The world most famous arena, the Mecca, gonna be on point. The fans gonna be able to build it. You cats in New York gonna hold it down there, man. And just keep grinding and keep enjoying it because we're gonna have a good season. Man, child, I salute to that, man. That 90% free throw is more important than and that Kimber Britt. Absolutely. It really is, man. I second that. These cats can shoot the ball from the 3-point line. They got 3-point shooters. They got charity stripe shooters, and they keep that field goal percentage at like a season above league average. The Knicks gonna be pretty good on offense. I'm looking forward to be top 8 next year. I think we might be in that top, like CT said, top 10 to top 8. And if our defense stay in the top 10 and top, that bodes well. If our offense jumps up to the top 10 and our defense stays in the top 10, that bodes well for the Knicks. It really does. It bodes well for them. You know what I mean? So if we can get that like that, to be 29th in the league last year and offense and move all the way up that high, that tells you that this team is much better. And I think Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier does that for us in that starting unit. In the second unit, 50 points yesterday. It was pretty good to see. So we just got to keep grinding, keep on point with that, man, and get ready to get to stay popping in New York. And I think it's going to be what it is. You guys let me know, man, what y'all feeling overall about last night, man. Before we get out of here in about 10 minutes, whatever. What was y'all feeling overall last night about the game? How did y'all feel about the team? What did y'all think about it? And are y'all happy with what you seen last night? If y'all feel like throwing that in there, let me know what y'all think, man. What you happy with last night, and what do you expect? And because I do think they did do the thing last night. They did pretty well there, so I was excited about that. But yeah, man. Other than that, man, you guys make sure y'all get on your grind today and y'all be safe out there and all that good stuff, man. And be safe out there and get on your grind, get to school, work, whatever your endeavor is, and just be safe out there, man. Before we get Allah Wise, okay, that's what to do. Allah Wise said exactly what I expected. Allah Wise, me too, man. I'm A alike, B alike, we see alike, brother. Because I did second that. I thought they played exactly with the way I thought they were gonna play, and I really thought that Kemba and Fournier were gonna make a difference. Great start, great win. Let's get it. Salute side powers, absolutely. And he said, I feel they kept jerking around Amir Sims minutes. Okay, I understand that. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. With the way Tibbs play basketball, man. He normally sticks to what he do. He got his starting 5, he got his second 5, and after that, whoever can get in. And but he trying to get these guys. Yeah, absolutely. I understand that, man. Because that overall, man, Tibbs gonna play the coach the way he coached. That's what got us 41 wins last year. You got to expect what that man do is what he do. He sticks to his guns. He's an old school coach. His formula works. His formula worked because it worked for us last year. It's working this year. I don't have no gripes about nothing Tibbs do. I believe in that, man. When I heard the Knicks was getting Tom Thibodeau, I was like, yeah, buddy, it's about to change now, and it did. We went from 21 to 41 wins. There's no reason to have any type of I don't want to say negative feelings or nothing like that. I mean, I might be using the wrong word, but you got to say optimistic about what you see and believe, but trust, and the truth is in numbers. We had 41 wins last year. The truth is in the numbers. You know what I mean? So you got to take that into consideration and keep that in mind. That we won 41 games for a reason last year, because that man knows what he's doing down there, and he's able to guide the ship the right way. So I'm happy with that. First and foremost, it was a good win for us. Get the cobwebs off us, shake off the rust a little bit, and go up against some NBA competition and come out there and blow them cats out. And granted, they second unit played the second half, but that's fine. To each his own. We want to get our guys ready. Y'all got to remember something. Tibbs is trying to win this thing, and he's not gonna jerk around with this. He's going for the wins. Tibbs is going for the wins, and that's what you're supposed to do. Get your horses ready to get in there and run. You know what I mean? And that's what he did last night. So overall, I think it was a really good first showing for the Knicks. And we let the chips fall where they may as this thing go. You know what I mean? We look forward to the next one, and then we still got some roster cuts to do. We still got to get that down to 15 players. So a couple. But I did like Amir Sims. I like when Knox played last night. I like where all them guys played last night. I think Grimes, like I said, Grimes, after the game was over, Grimes and McBride was in the gym at 11 o'clock last night, shooting, practicing. That goes to tell you with how they felt about their game. Stay ready, get better, stay sharp, improve your game, and get ready when your numbers call. Because it's going to have to be about that for these guys, man. This is a playoff team fighting to get better in the playoffs. You're not going to see a lot of just throwing rookies in there just to be throwing them in there. It's wins first, when it comes to the season. And then when we got time to throw these guys in there, and I think we're going to have a lot of nights where Knicks just blow people out because they shooting so well that night, them cats will get their burn. But that's to show you how deep that team is, that they might not get no burn, and that's how deep that team is. That's pretty scary right there. You know what I mean? I think he'd get his burn. It's a matter. I like Amir. I hope he make the team. You know what I mean? But we'll see. You know what I mean? We'll see how it goes. I mean, Knicks got a plan. Only the Knicks organization know. Well, we can only assume what they're gonna do, but they know they got a plan. And see what we might think he could do on a college level. It might not. They might see something different. So we can't really go by our feelings and emotions about these things, man. We got to trust and believe in that front office and that organization that if a player don't make this team, it got to be for a lot of reasons that we might not even be thinking about. It could be financially. It could be I'm looking to do something different at a certain time to get a player like that down the line. I don't know what it could be, but one only knows. But we're gonna make sure that we stay glued to this thing. We're gonna be getting the content all the time, man. And we'll be able to see my brother Soul Finger. Salute to you. This good morning, man. Hey, yo, we called this Soul Finger. We called it last night, my brother. 120 points. They put him up there last night. They put it up there, man. I'm happy about that. They really, really put it in there, man. Salute to you. This good morning, my brother. But yeah, they looked good last night. Overall, I can't be more excited about what I seen last night from a first game of the season, and what they did. 125 points, gang busting. Kimber looked good. That mid range looked good, and he hitting all net on them shots. Julius Randle looking good. He wasn't forcing none. He was just taking his time, got his rhythm. In the first half, he just was letting the game flow, and then once he got that game flow, he just got into it. You know what I mean? So and I think that was impressive to see last night. So yeah, overall good win, really good win. I'm excited. We're looking forward to the next game against Washington. We don't know if Bradley Beal going to be there or not. I'm not sure. I think Washington played the Houston Rockets last night. They lost to Houston. But we're not worried about the other teams they play. We just know when the Knicks go down there and watch it, we're gonna go down there and try to get it. And hopefully Noel will play that game. But like I said, every game that we get to have that we don't play, that means one of our horses or somebody else is getting better. You know what I mean? And that's for sure. Yeah, absolutely. He said, yes, sir, we called the Joker and we called the wins of the season too. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. We did, my brother. Yeah, man. That was nice to see. And Kevin Knox was nice to see. I agree with you. It was nice to see Kevin Knox get in there last night. And had him a couple little buckets in there. So, it was good to see. But I was impressed. I think what I was most impressed about last night, and like I think we just been talking about this for the whole all season, was Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quickly. I was really impressed with what I seen last night from them dudes. Obi was going hard down there. That spin move in that paint, that finger roll off the glass. It was real nice to see. You know what I mean? It was real nice to see. So I was happy about Obi Toppin last night. And Emmanuel Quickly, his maturation is going to be impressive too. And Alex Burks looked a decent shot, looked good. You can't go wrong. 50 points from the bench. Starters looked good. Like I said, without our two horses up in the front court, we still was able to maintain. Todd had a good game. I love the way Todd played last night. Jericho Sims, that boy got springs. He looked decent. His hops is there. So that was exciting to see. And Fournier and all them guys, it was really good to see them really getting into that rhythm last night and playing a good game, man. So we just gotta hope these guys stay at it, stay the course, keep putting the work in, and let the season be a success for us. And I think it will, for the most part. So we'll see how this thing roll. And it was good, man. It really was. So we got to keep this thing going in New York, man. We ready. We really ready to get it popping, and we're looking forward to it, man. So the next game would be different. I'm quite sure we'd be a little bit more A little bit more cohesion because we got a little rhythm. They got 3 days off to practice again to get their footing under them. So they're going to Washington with another game plan. And then I really think that bodes well for what we got going on down here. Yeah. So finger real talk on that one, my brother. And that all season, that select team grind, the summer league grind. And, I wish they could have did this last year, man. But because of the COVID situation, they couldn't get this work in. But that's what the truth is in the work. The proof is in the work as well. When you get to put work in, you get better. Hopefully that's anybody, no matter what stage in life you're in. The more you do something, the better you get at it. If you're serious about it, and them guys are serious about what they do. So obviously they're going to get better at what they do. And I think the proof was in the pudding last night. Obi running the floor, leaking out on them fast breaks. Posting up that mid-range in the middle. He worked on that all season, that mid-range game. So I think you're going to get a lot of Dayton Obi this year. What he did last night was in the first play of the game when he got the ball, but his first play of the game, he went coast to coast with that baby. You know what I mean? Absolutely. BX, I second that, man. They really are extremely likable group to root for. They are, man. They got a good thing going on down there, and I think it just gets better. 10-year veterans in that lineup with Kemba Walker and before in there. You got Julius going into his 8th year, RJ into his third year, and Noel been around for a minute, so they got a lot of experience there. And I think they're not going to get worried about being fragile or get punked per se. In any game, you ain't punking the Knicks, and that for sure. So I just think that's what it do, man. And I just like the way this thing going down, man. So y'all just keep like and subscribe. You already know Knicks Real Talk. We in the building, the streets are buzzing. My man had to get back and get on his grind, get him some sleep so he can get up in the morning in Australia, do what he got to do. KJ and Vince in the building, BX Sports, Jedi in the building. My brother will be back with us soon. Yeah, man. Overall, a great game, great win. We'll take that, man. We'll take what we seen last night, and that's just the first step to all this stuff. And we just got to stay in tune, man. New York City Gritty Committee is back in the building. The Knicks is here. They back. So we just gotta keep this thing moving, and then we're gonna be all right in New York. And on that note, man, guys, y'all just be good out there today, man. And I look forward to y'all the next day. I think me and CT will be on tomorrow. We just gonna keep the stream wave rolling, man. We're gonna try to stay up here with all this content as much as we can, and keep bringing it to you guys, man. Soul Finger said that's what we've been waiting for. I agree. Yeah, that's what we've been waiting for. Absolutely, man. They really looked at like they really love to play with each other. And I think it's just so important for them to do that. And they was unselfish. Everybody in the chat, that was a real unselfish game last night. Them cats just kicking the ball at each other with no problem. I seen Randall throw the Fournier give it back. If Randall ain't got the shot, Randall give it back to somebody else, and that's what I want to see out of Julius Randle this year. When you get that ball and they trying to kind of come at you, just give it back to your main guy. You got guys there now like that's not who they were last year. Like Evan Fournier and is not. Reggie Bullock, Kemba Walker is not Alpha Payton. You don't have to worry about that. His assist number is going to go up this year. I think everybody in that team is going to get better this year. RJ's, all them guys are assist because they got guys who could score the ball. And you don't have to worry about kicking the ball to somebody, then they missing shots and all that. I think they're gonna be real efficient in that offense with the way they move that ball and everything. So I think it's gonna be fun to watch. And we just got to make sure that we stay locked in because it's gonna be popping in New York City, man. And that's real talk right there. But listen, man, on that note, man, I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here, man. Just want to give y'all that morning show grind. Get your coffee, your tea, your nourishment, man. Do what you got to do to fuel your body. Get out there and work, play, school, hustle, whatever. Just be safe and do your thing, man. And I'm definitely gonna holler at you cats on the next episode and all that good stuff. So y'all stay locked in, man. We in the building. Knicks is back. Great show, man. Great everything, man. I appreciate you cats getting up with me in the morning, man. The morning show is back. The season's back. The morning show is back. So you guys are looking for the notification, man. I'll be up here all morning long, every morning, bringing y'all this content for y'all to wake up and get your energy fueling, man, and all that good stuff. And salute to the chat, man, everybody for chiming in. Pudge Nice, Man Child, Soul Finger, my brother, salute. BX Sports Jedi in the building, Knicks 100 GM in the building. Everybody, man, Allah wise, peace of the God. Appreciate you coming in, my brother. Tim Smith, Sean Powell, my brother. You already know. Salute. Everybody, man. Good show this morning. Thank y'all for getting up with me, man. Tim Smith, like I said, the streets are buzzing. KJ, everybody, man. We're gonna be doing this all day, every day for the whole year, man. We got 82 games to get this thing popping. And we're gonna stay tuned in, family. Delano Steele, salute to you, my brother. Thank you for coming in here. And everybody, man. So y'all go get it this morning, man. Nigel Smith, my man, salute Nigel. Nigel is across there in Jamaica doing his thing. Y'all just keep holding it down and y'all be safe with it, man. And I'll see you cats on the next episode, man. Knicks Real Talk. I'm out of here, man. Will, good morning. I'll get you, my brother, man. That's all right, man. It's understandable. And then we'll see you, man. But thank you for checking in, Will. You already know. And I'll see you cats on the next show, man. On the next episode, we're gonna do it all again. And let's get it, man. Salute to everybody, man. Peace out. I'm gonna hit y'all with the night show promo. No matter of fact, I'm gonna get it real poppin'. Check this out. Here you go, right here.
We are the New York Knicks. 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 Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go.
We're back on track, here we come. League is done in 21 and the Knicks are on a run. And I'll tell you with Tibbs, we a bit too much to handle. With Barrett, Bullock, Burst, and Randall, it's the Knicks and we're taking back our place. Everyone's gearing up with a mask on their face. The Garden's going crazy and they're doing it for a reason. 21 is the Knickerbocker season. You better believe the Knicks got all that it takes. We're shooting 3-pointers and we're running fast breaks. And if your defense makes a mistake, then BAM! Robbie dunks in your face. This is a team you don't wanna miss. We are New York. We are the New York Knicks.
Go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go.
See you busted, all you hear is a swish with drives by Rose and Quick with the dish. And no rebounds if that's the case. We put Nerlens and Taj in your face. We got a D that'll give you fits. We are New York. We are the New York Knicks.
Go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go.
Yo, salute everybody. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. I'm out, man. Y'all guys have a great day, great week, and we see y'all on the next episode.